Okay. Wow. What the fuck is this? Game number 1. Dooidy does not realize that he has 2 town centers. It has been 20 seconds and he is now realizing he has an immortal, which is also kind of dripped out. He's got 2 of them, actually, range unit. We start with an archer range. We start with some city walls. He's playing as the Cumans against the Georgians. This would be, I don't want to see it because it's a really cool map, but this would be a great read from Dooidy. This would be a fantastic read. Also, amazing that they start with so many huts. As this boar gets pulled in, how much food on that boar? 371? There's 374 on this one. I mean, if you're playing as Cumans and you have a double TC start. Oh, wow. This is very loud attack sound. If you have a double TC start with Cumans, you might want to read the game. Can you build a third? I'm unclear on that. Maybe? Who knows? How much food is available? 252 on the berries. That's a lot. Got the boars over here. They're both bringing in the boars with their archers. 51 on these hares. So 408 total on those hares over there. We got some water in the center. Got a lot of random hares in the middle here. And some boars as well, although this boar doesn't have that much food on it. This should be like a water map. It feels like a map where you want to contest with galleys and whatnot. Also, the walls are open over here for fire. Looks like they're open over here for Dooidy as well. Is that 2 relics only? There's one here. There's one here. Might be 2 relics only. 3. Where is the third one? Where is the third? 1, 2, 3. So there's one on Dooidy's side. There's one on Fire's side. And then we have the one in the middle. Look at that one blue palisade gate. Yeah, it's a little derpy. It's definitely a little derpy. I'm sure that one's even more so. Oh my goodness, bro. That gate's having a stroke. Yep. It's a little droopy. All right, so these immortals, I suppose they are battle for grace units or something. The Persian units, maybe. They've got a spear on the back. So can they switch between, like... Can you switch them between range and melee attack? Ooh. Doesn't look like they're doing that much damage, to be honest. How much pierce armor do they have? They work like Ratha? Ooh, I wonder if these guys know that. They have 3 pierce armor. Either way, they're not going to do a lot of damage. Not going to do a ton of damage. If you manage to kill the other 2. Or the 2 from your opponent. So, it's not the biggest deal in the world to lose those early. Obviously, you don't want to. You're going to want to try and keep those things alive. Shamburger, thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. You got Mingo in there. It's a good one. Think we'll have double gates this time? We do have double gates. We do have double gates. That's a great call out. Now we don't have... Oh, we do have double gates on this side too. All of the gates are doubled. That's funny, dude. And it looks like all of the walls are doubled too. That's gonna be good. They will be very confused. They will be very confused indeed. Oh! Dooidy almost getting some value there. Fire a little bit ahead on res collected. Little bit less idle TC time. He does have the mule carts with the Georgians, although it doesn't look like he... Did he start with a mule cart per TC? Might have. So maybe that was really helpful early. I definitely do think that this is kind of a water map. It is a really cool map. You get like one surrounded by water over here and then one base purely on the land on this side for both players. It is pretty neat. Dooidy now walling this off. Double layer palisade. So if you get seawall generation like this in HyperRandom, that seems pretty consistent. Like we've had it twice where it's had double walls. Or not seawall, city wall rather. How much gold? Looks like not much. 2,000 only right there. Not a lot there. There's quite a bit over here. So that's 7,200, 9,200. And then another 2,000 over there. So 11,000 per side. Then we have 2,600 right here. There's not a lot of gold on this map at all. 27k. This is a map where you could run out of gold quite easily. Can the players check if it's double? I mean, they could delete a segment and see. I guess human Hussar is terrifying. I mean, you could go Georgian Hussar and they'll heal over time, right? Human Hussar are statistically worse than that. They just train faster. I think, like, the relics might be... Oh! He's in! Dooidy is in! He's in Feudal Age. He's trying to click up to Castle Age. Fire is already on the way up to Castle Age. I don't think Dooidy knows about changing stances. They do have spears on their backs, so it should be, like, visible for you, but I don't think Dooidy's ever seen these units. I've never seen these units before. Humans no cannon galleon, Civ win? Yeah, maybe. Alright, Fire's trying to lock him down. Switch to melee. He's just going right past. Fletching is on the way. Fletching is not in yet for Fire. Are they immortals? Yeah. They're looking pretty immortal right now. They got good pierce armor. Castle Age on the way for Dooidy. So what is the plan? Castle could be nice for Fire, especially if you get it up in the center here somewhere. You could snag the relics as well. Let's take a look at Fire's exploration. He can see all 3 relics, and he might start the countdown. Peregrine, thank you for the 20 months, bro. Welcome back. He could easily start the countdown. Dooidy definitely doesn't know about the non-range version of this unit. What bonuses do they have? Nothing. No attack bonuses whatsoever, and they're both playing kind of into skirm a little bit. Okay, so Castle Age is in for Fire. Third and fourth town center immediately for him. Zetna said with 2 TC starts, the second wall base has gaps, not gate on purpose. Yeah, I assume so, because it was the same way in the previous generation we had yesterday. Third TC here for Dooidy. Resources looking decent. Not on stone, though, critically. And Fire is already going for the relics. There is a relic right here. There is a relic right here. And he's going to grab this relic. And if you get all of the relics, assuming Dooidy hosted on standard victory, which I do not... I have my fingers crossed because I don't think he actually did. Assuming he hosted on standard victory, the relic timer will start. Fortified churches to boost the eco is also very nice for fire. He should. I sent a screenshot. You're expecting a lot. You're expecting a whole lot from Dooidy. Do we have a monastery going up from Dooidy? Nope. No, we don't. University. He wants to go up to Imperial Age. If he wants to go up to Imp, though, he's going to have to get himself a castle. Unless he wants to play, like, Siege Ram. That would be insane. These guys just went right through this gap here. The monk is over here. I think the monk can convert these. Yeah, and now they're just going to leave from this side. Time to leave. Time to leave. He goes after the monk. That is... Oof. Not so immortal anymore, are ya? Now Fire has 3 immortals. And Dooidy? Still not clicking up to Imp. Come on. Come on. Imp. 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 Dooidy. Imp. Just go Siege Ram. Nothing but Siege Ram. And absolutely destroy his base. If you go Siege Ram, it doesn't matter that there's 2 layers of wall. The splash damage will hit it all. It'll get it all. There just seems like a real lack of a plan here from Dooidy. He's gone up to Imp now. Resources still looking good. 10 on stone now. And he's sending more to stone. So he wants a forward castle somewhere potentially. But Fire is heading out for the relics. And if he brings this monk over and snags this relic, he's going to have the countdown. Fire now gearing up for Imperial Age himself. Needs this castle to go up or a second building before he can click. He's floating a lot of food here. And it's a market from Dooidy. Dooidy did not have a market. I guess they started with archer ranges, right? So didn't have to make a second Feudal Age building. Dooidy. What are you going to have in Imp, brother? He's like waiting for the castle. He's very patient. Waiting for the stone to come in for this castle. Feels like he could just buy 100 stone. And make the castle regardless. Fire's now buying wood. The mangonel. Kind of pushing this monk away from that relic that's right up against the wall. Fire might not notice that's there. It's hard to see on the minimap. Another castle from Fire. Manaspa are coming out right now. Dooidy. A minute and a half in front to Imperial Age. But he's only now making the castle. Like, it's just like... I don't understand. I don't understand. We need some more urgency, you know? Alright, does Fire grab this relic? Does he start the countdown? Ballistics. Armor. So it's going to be Halb Kipchak. Potentially for Dooidy. From only 1 castle at the moment. Still only has 5 on stone. Floating a shit ton of resources. And Fire is not grabbing this. He did kill the gate. Now he's extremely confused. He's extremely confused as to why he's not in through the gate anymore. It is double stacked. And the Manaspa are controlling the map. Fire. It's right there, bro. Game is now paused. By Fire. Humans should get access to Bracer? Oh god, no. Please, no. Fire thinks the walls are bugged. It's HyperRandom. They're not bugged. I don't think he was expecting the walls were bugged. Oh my god, there's a hole. There's a hole between the houses. Fire goes right through. Still hasn't picked up this relic. He's got the monk right there. I don't think he sees the relic. Honestly. I don't think he notices that at all. He knows it's there, but it's hard to see on the minimap. And now a dock being added from fire. Georgian dock tech tree is better. They actually have cannon galleon. Cumans do not. So the Cumans are going to have to play solely on land here. Fire doesn't know. He's so close to basically a sure victory here. But I mean, Georgians do have the better late game. Fire could also go spawn towers everywhere. That would be sick. They do definitely have the better late game. So, is it really the worst thing in the world for him to just play this standard anyway? Not really. And now Navy is being set up from fire. Do they have shipwright? They do not have shipwright. Towers now coming in. Spawn towers is almost complete. Gold supply is very limited for fire. And for Dooidy, it looks like fire has an extra neutral one, though. Dooidy's got that one over here. And Dooidy's setting up a castle here. Gold is down to 19k. And Dooidy is housed at 160. Fire is an OG water ace, right? Yeah, he's decent on water maps. Do they have heavy demo? They don't have heavy demo. They only have regular demo. But against Halbs, regular demo is still pretty good. Monastery being added from Dooidy, so he's going to grab that relic. He'll come in this way. Trying to look for damage. Swan Towers coming out. Swan Towers should be very good against Kipchak Helb. Very, very good. And Dooidy's going to have to add in Rams, I think. And the towers are being set up over here from fire as well. This is just going to be a perfect setup for fire. Dooidy, I mean, it's a tough sit for him, which is why he probably should have done something in early imp. But I don't blame him for looking slightly confused here, because your Cumans playing up against Georgians with water elements, it's going to be really, really difficult. Gorgeous minimap. Yeah, the minimap looks cool, doesn't it? Stables here for Dooidy. Halbs coming out. Halbs do get bonus against ships. So Fire needs to make sure that he doesn't let these Halbs nearby, but he can build towers out on this amphibious terrain. And spawn towers are just going to be a huge problem. Massive problem. Step husbandry on the way for Dooidy. He's taking the gold over here. He's got navy and he's got towers over on this side that he needs to contend with. Still hasn't picked up that relic, so still potentially available for Fire to get. Resources looking insane for Fire. He's banking so much res, but so is Dooidy, to be fair. He just doesn't know what to do with it. It's funny watching these big ships run away from a guy with a spear, because the guys with the spears actually do significant damage to them. You have to stay away. Like, they kill these ships pretty quick. And the cannon galleon's running away as well. However, there are ships now in the eco from Dooidy, and Dooidy has done nothing to shut down these spawn towers. So these things are going to guard the ships to some extent. Here's another castle for Dooidy. Siege Workshop's going up, so he's going to go Rams. And then Hussar. But the Navy and the towers is exactly what Fire needed. Fire identified that really quickly, to be fair. Like, as soon as he got to Imp, he started teching into Navy. He started teching into the towers. It's a great heads-up play from him. Another siege workshop for Dooidy. All of his buildings going down over here. The castle did go up. He takes it out. But the spawn towers, man, they're going to be everywhere. They are everywhere already. How many towers does Fire already have? 15. Ugh, yikes. Demos as well to support the Trebs with the spawn towers. Oh man, they just do so much. They just do so much damage, bro. KD is 66 to 33, so it's literally doubled up. Dooidy trying to expand his farm eco. Sending out rams. He's sending out a Treb into the towers. He's picking up this relic. So when Fire destroys this, maybe he can bring the relic back and start the countdown. At this point, Dooidy might resign before that, though. We'll see. All the techs are flying in for him. Capt Ram is coming in. The farm eco is looking really nice. He got crop rotation as well. But Fire can push forward on this side. He can start making more spawn towers. He's got access to more stone over there. So has 1,000 stone in the bank. And he's still making more towers. How do you break the towers? At this point, you're just hoping that Fire runs out of gold, which he's not going to do because there's gold back here. Plenty of it. Oh, oh, what happened here? Oh, 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 oh. Okay. All right. Love to see Kipcheks die to demos. That's like the perfect combo for me.
Did you know that Georgians are actually broken on water maps cause of their unique tech? Yeah. Someone in the dev team made a little error in the spelling, making their Imperial UT as naughty Kappa.
Thanks, Strode. Strode hitting us with the hot facts. Thank you. Dooidy also losing this gold up here is not good. How much gold does he have left? 4.3k? He's out of gold over there. Just not a lot. He's fighting Navy with Hussar. And Fire is still farming. It's 120 kills versus 39. Elite Step Lancers coming out from Dooidy. Maybe that'll be the answer to the 12 spawn towers set up in the center. Also feels kind of funny seeing Fire with like 6 cannon galleons and he can't get elite. Here come the Step Lancers. Here come the Steppies. Doing okay against the ships, I suppose, but they're still kind of out of range of the towers. There goes the castle from Dooidy. Here comes the ram for the cannon galleon. Come on, get him. Get his ass. Get his ass. Get his ass. Oh! Bro, these spawn towers are cooking. Look at this. Every time they get close, absolutely destroyed. The KD is 179 to 92. This whole base has been cleared up. Dooidy has now lost 38 villagers. That castle is going to be cleared, which opens all of this area to raids. And from his point of view, like, there's not really anything he can do. This is Dooidy's vision right now. Can't push that way. Can't come in this way. Can't really stop this or push this way. Fire still has so much stone as well. And now Fire is going for this relic. He should be. He's got a second monk. Where is it? I know the first monk is here. There it is. I think Dooidy might resign before this relic timer starts. How many kills on the towers? Let's see. 29. Not too many. The only chance right now for Dooidy is Wonder. Asnari Cavalry coming in now. From Fire. Cavalry takes up less pop space. There's the relic. He's gathering it up. He's got access to this gold. He's still making towers. It is a full fortification here for Fire through the center. And like, we could have a whole NASA think tank brainstorming team on this for Dooidy, and they can't come up with a way for him to win this game. He's just going full capped ram. No, siege ram. Soon. Full ram. Here it comes. Relic is on the way back for Fire as well. Trebs are still working away. The cavalry is going to come support this. Dooidy's trying to push out this side. And he's still got quite the army. He's still got 52 military. Like, the population is looking okay for him. But as soon as he runs over here within range of these spawn towers, he's cooked. And the Halbs are kind of cooking him as well. And there's the relic countdown. There is the relic countdown. 200 years. Fire will be reminded maybe that it's standard victory. And it becomes even more impossible for Dooidy. 67 kills on these 20 galleons. The Navy was a great decision from Fire. And the Rams haven't done anything. Dooidy plays on, though. Not even elite kip check. Dooidy? What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? I know he's at 160 pop. But this is as over as you will see any game. Ever. The KD now for Fire is 353 versus 173. Full 200 kills ahead. He's got to be low on resources. Yeah. Yeah, definitely Fire is almost running. He can't see these golds. GG. There we go. Okay, good setup from Fire. A very interesting map. Would have loved to see a Civ other than humans there. I personally think Dooidy should have read in that situation on a 2TC start with humans against Georgians. And with all the water involved, I think he should have read, but he didn't. And Fire has an impressive KD in a 1v1. Res collected is more for him. Look at that stone collected. 5,000 extra. And he teched in everything he needed to tech into. He didn't play Manaspa. I think a lot of people would have here. That would have been a mistake. He played Navy and Towers. And we go into game number 2. And this is funny, dude. This has happened multiple times. They get beat by a Civ and they're like, ah, that Civ is so broken. Freaking Georgians, right? What does Dooidy random into next game? Georgians. Georgians. So Dooidy's going to try and get some revenge. Fire has randomed into Burgundians, which is a pretty good Civ. Dude, Macker, give me a second to update the scores once I get out of game. Don't passive aggressive 0-0 me, bro. I had 20 seconds. Nonsense. Thank you for the 42 months. Appreciate it.
You should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I pull a surprise visit. She was
Welcome
like,
back.
"Oh."
Bump, bump. So we're hoping for Dooidy's sake that it's not a walled map because Burgundians should benefit from that. If it's open, it should be advantage Georgians, theoretically. We'll see, though. Interesting. It's a very brown map. Brown, green, puke-colored water. Hey, look, it's Cleveland. Dooidy playing as the Georgians. Fire playing as the Burgundians. It looks like they might be able to cross here. What is the terrain on this map, dude? This is gross. I wouldn't eat the salmon out of this. Diarrhea water, yep. I'm going to call this map Cleveland. Yep, this is Cleveland for sure. Sorry to anyone from Cleveland. I've watched too many hastily made Cleveland tourism videos. Mule cart here for Dooidy is going to be nice. Looks like they start with a Scorpion as well, which is a slow scouter, but it does have decent line of sight. It's got really good line of sight, so it's actually pretty good starting unit to scout with. Kind of negates the archer opening as well for your opponent. God, like this water is just gross. It's just disgusting. Both players have gone for the dock right away. Fire can't see the fish over here, so he's taking the shore fish with his ship. That's unusual that he wouldn't have scouted there already. Let's take a look at the extra resources. Boars have 350. At least that boar does. This boar didn't have that much, I think. The sheeps have 63 on most of them, 109 on some of the others. 215 on the berries. The gold and stone mines are in a really horrific spot here for Fire, but he does have other golds in other places. And there is quite a bit of stone, and I think quite a bit of gold on this map. Let's take a look. 76k gold, so 3 times as much as the previous map. 15k stone. Then we have how many relics? 6 relics, and then 4 neutral docks that you can trade with. 4 neutral ports in the corners you can trade with. As an Ohioan, Cleveland is just one of the many things people hate about our states. Our state? I don't like Ohio because every time I've driven through Ohio, it's just the most boring drive of all time. Is he luring in a boar with a scorpion? He is. Dooidy, get it again. My man is trying to pull in a boar with a scorpion. And that might matter because Fire is going to get a downhill hit now. Dooidy. Now, the Scorpion can be repaired, and Fire is coming forward with the villager to do just that. He already has his double bit axe tech in, and I guess this is an antiquity fishing ship? Because he's making another one, and it shows, and Dooidy has made a couple more, it shows as a different type of unit. Now, I think Fire delayed making fish because he wanted to get that wood upgrade, number 1. So that costs a little bit of wood. And number 2, he didn't know about the deep fish. He only knew about the short fish because he didn't scout very well. So Dooidy actually has an advantage on getting these fish out. Also, Fire had to afford a lumber camp, and Dooidy got the mule cart for free. Yeah, they started with a scorpion and a fishing ship. And now Dooidy has no scorpion. He lost the scorpion. Oh boy. That's not good. Fire sees that boar. He could pull that in. That's 441. I guess it's a long way away. Loom coming in for Dooidy. He's going to try and click up to Feudal Age. He doesn't have a Scorpion to scout. He doesn't have anything to protect against the Scorpion. So he needs to get there anyway. So he can go for maybe some scouts to clear this up. Fishing rates on this map should be worse. No one would eat those fishes. There's a lot of fish that live in brown water, bro. Not saying there's not a lot of fish in Cleveland, I don't think. If they do exist in Cleveland, they probably have like 17 eyes. Do you like catfish? I like fishing for catfish. Because you can throw literally anything. You can throw whatever is rotting away in your fridge at the catfish and they'll bite it. I don't like eating them. You can have good catfish, but it's almost always fried. It actually always is fried, basically. And then at that point, you're not even tasting the fish. You're just tasting like whatever seasoning and fry they put on it. A piece of bologna sprayed with WD-40 is actually incredible for luring catfish. I will try that next year. You should have told me that a week ago before I went catfishing. We had hot dogs coated with Jello and garlic powder. WD-40 is honestly crazy for bringing them in. That's wild, dude. I never knew that. All right, scouts are coming out. Did that work? I caught a decent one, but they weren't... And they were like nibbling away at the bait, but they weren't going crazy over it. I think the bite just wasn't really on for them. They weren't that hungry. Another dock here for Dooidy. Lots of fish in the sea. Over in the brown corner. They can walk across that middle area. And Dooidy is sending a scout over here. He sees the house. He might see this villager. Fires walling that up. He does. Nice. Great job. If Dooidy sends villagers right now, he can stop this. He's not going to. He's just going to go for archer range. And the scouts will move forward towards Fire's base. He's also exploring around with this fire galley, looking for the fish from Fire. Fire is redocked in the center here. And Fire is making Flemish militia. So he's making a second barracks forward. I thought that was his first barracks for like a forward range or something. Second barracks forward for more Flemish militia. Damn. Fire's getting creative. Fire galley is coming out here, but the scouts should be able to clear up the fishing ship, and the Flemish militia do have bonus against the scouts, so Dooidy needs to be careful. He finds some sheep, and Fire finds the sheep again. The Scorpion is also here, right? So the Scorpion backs those up quite nicely. If Dooidy wants to make units to fight the Flemish militia, it's probably going to be range units, but the Scorpions are going to be here. Or the Scorpion is going to be here to counter those. So, really good composition here for Fire. 7 Flemish militia and the Scorpion. And as long as he keeps these things near the Scorpion, these scouts can't really engage against that. I mean, if you're Fire, you almost wall this thing in, right? That's what he's thinking about. Deny the wood line. Dooidy just goes elsewhere. Res collected is ahead for Fire. He's had a really good start here. Dooidy should never have lost his Scorpion early. Never. Might be able to kill this villager, though, and that's a big deal, because that's a forward vill from Fire to repair the Scorpion. Really nice job from Dooidy to kill that villager. Bit sloppy from Fire to let that thing die. Dooidy takes it out. Dooidy also trying to go after these fishing ships. I don't think that Fire is going to kill it. It does not. He did get a couple, though. He got one fishing ship and one vill. The Scorpion is still alive. Still cooking. Man, I'd love to see Dooidy add in even more fish. He's floating so much wood right now. I guess Fire is going into galleys, so it's definitely a risk, right? But he definitely needs to expand his food eco. Dooidy now coming out for this mill. Still has to be extremely careful about that Scorpion. The scouts are healing up slowly over time. He doesn't really have enough food to add in more scouts. And now the Scorpion and the Flemish militia are coming over this way, and Dooidy's trying to wall this off. Fire galleys still coming out from Dooidy. Still got a decent amount, but Fire has the navy to defend. Scouts healing up very slowly. Very, very slowly. And I don't think there's much damage to be done against Fire because he's on stone and he's gone for 2 defensive towers already. Very interesting play from Fire. I really like it, honestly. Very creative play from him. The Flemish militia backed up by the Scorpion. The defensive towers here, so Dooidy can't get any counter damage. Defensive navy as well. These guys do look kind of cool, don't they? The little, like, diagonal stripe tunics. And Dooidy has to run again. He's bringing the scouts back. 6 archers for him. Archers come in. Guess what's there? It's towers. And from Dooidy's perspective, I mean, there's not a lot that can be done here. It's about time to go up to Castle Age because he can't really do much damage in Feudal. And now he's losing the fish as well. Fire is everywhere. Fire is doing a fantastic job adapting to these maps. Last game, he read it well. This game, he's read it perfectly. Other than not seeing the deep fish early, everything else has been really, really good. We call this map Schitt's Creek. It basically is, yeah. We could call it Pooh Islands. I like Cleveland better, though. Cleveland's good. Like, not really, but, like, Cleveland's a good name for this map. Hey, look, it's LeBron. He's running away. Very low HP. He's dead. Castle Age on the way for Dooidy first. That's surprising to me. I guess Fire was missing the second building. He's cleared up the archers over here. He was a little distracted. Still has 6 fishing ships, though, versus 4 from Dooidy. I would assume that Dooidy will go for the War Galley upgrade first and try and clear up this fish from Fire. But he also might start queuing up knights, too. Do the rivers catch on fire? Maybe. Check out our river that catches on fire. Who the heck still uses a payphone? Under construction since 1868. I know that whole song, dude. One minute away from Castle Age for Fire. Demo's being queued up. Armor coming in for Dooidy. Remember all the towers here from Fire, and he's going to have enough stone for a castle, too. Kind of needed the towers the way his golds and stones were set up on the hills. Like, they're actually really brutal, right? Dooidy at least has a gold over here. His were pretty brutal forward, too. There are 6 relics on this map. Scorpion is still alive. War Galley coming in, and Knights coming out. And there's the first fortified church, but it looks like Dooidy's not building that. Didn't register his shift click, I think. Fire getting a good demo there. War Galley upgrade is 16 seconds away. As the Knight comes in for the Scorpion, can it take it out? The Flemish militia are there. Scorpion's gonna die eventually. The knight does go down, though. Nice job from Fire. Getting some value off of that. There's the first fortified church. Another TC here for Dooidy. Castle for Fire. And he will have a war galley mass. However, he is losing his fish over here. So Dooidy doing something. Res collected is still close. And the overall eco is ahead for Dooidy. Lots of idle TC time here for Fire. So Fire had a really solid start here, but he's kind of thrown just a little bit and not producing from his town center, right? Dooidy's been producing the entire time. Dooidy is going to get some really good damage against this war galley mass. The demo comes in from Fire. It's a great one. And Dooidy already has the second TC as well, and he's making monks. Fire with some more idle villager time. Dooidy is almost caught up on res collected. I am surprised, because I thought Fire was very far ahead in this game. 8 eco kills. Yeah, most of those were just fishing ships, though. Fire got the Imperial Age wood upgrade already. Holy cow. Even with Burgundians, it's a little expensive,
Hey
right?
Dave. I live in Oz, so you hardly ever live when I'm watching, so it's mostly VODs and YouTube for me. But I'm finally catching you live and can donate. So here's a part of what I owe you for the great entertainment.
Oh,
you've given me.
Voidhawk, thank you
Smile.
so much, dude. That's $100 from Voidhawk, by the way. $100. And he lives in Australia, so we both use Monopoly money. Us Canadians and Aussies. Got to stick together. Thank you so much, dude. I'm... It's very generous of you. I'm glad you appreciate the VODs. Thank you for coming. Hope you can be around more often. Thank you so much, man. Soon we Americans will have Monopoly money? Yes, soon. Oh my goodness, he got the conversion. Downhill. He got the conversion on the scout. Lightcav is coming in. Dooidy is now ahead on res collected. Fire can't really afford many Castiliae because his food eco has been disrupted by Dooidy. He's hunting the fishing ships from Dooidy. He's not finding them with this big navy. And Dooidy is kind of cooking here. He's got the fortified churches boosting the eco. More monks coming out because he's seen the Castiliae. He's going for another TC up on the hill. Third town center here for Fire, and we've got ourselves a game. Thank you so much, bro. Really do appreciate it. Wait, we're supposed to pay for watching VODs? No, you're not supposed to pay. You don't have to pay anything to watch VODs or YouTube. Voidhawk just wanted to show his appreciation. Do monks get hill bonus for conversions? God, no. No, they don't. Dooidy has one relic. Fire has one relic. Oh, baby. He's not going to get his monks demoed. They should? Should they? Really? Nice job from Fire. He's going to save this fire ship. His name is Fire, after all. And the monks are snagging one more relic. There's another relic over here. I don't think... You can't walk over to this area. That might be worth exploring. They don't really have any vision on these islands. At least Dooidy doesn't. And Fire can see a little bit of stone. But this might be worth, like, going over to with a transport ship. There's quite a bit of gold here. It's a good spot over there. And oh my goodness, Dooidy is clearing up all the war galleys from Fire. So Fire doesn't have a war galley mass at all. Another good demo, but Dooidy will accidentally clear up this entire navy as Fire is going forward for a castle. Dooidy can buy himself a castle. Does he have a market? He doesn't have a market. He doesn't have a market. He sees it now. He's got monks out. He's got a knight coming in too. He could go for a tower maybe. He's trying to drop off. He doesn't have a market to buy stone. He could have gone for maybe a counter castle somewhere. And the knight gets converted and the castle, I think, will go up Too many Castilier, too many villagers. Dooidy, what's the response? He wants to go over to Fire's side for a castle. Fire, he knows this is coming. He's saving the demo. Hang on a second. Dooidy, back up. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been way worse. Castilier now coming around this side. Fire knows about those villagers over there. He knows. Dooidy's got the monks. How many conversions can he get? He's got 1 monk with faith, 2 monks with faith. Fire backs away. Dooidy is 2k res collected ahead now. He's going for the castle up on the hill. It's tough to find a castle spot on these hills. Market now going up for him. Probably wants to go up to Imp. 73 vills for him, 70 for Fire. It's turned into a pretty good game here. I'd love to see Dooidy take control of this side of Fire's base as well. You can see Fire outposting over here, trying to get a better idea of what the resources look like on that side. What's up, Benaden? Thanks for the reset, bro. Imperial Age coming in for Dooidy. How can he defend himself is the question. More fortified churches so he can hide from the Castilier. The monks are over here, and he should be able to see these now. Does he react in time, though? Looks like he's busy elsewhere. Pulls these guys back. Bringing the relic back again. Monk's kind of straying near the castle fire, too, which is a little rough. As that guy goes down. Another villager going down, so Fire is getting villager picks now. It's tough with a base setup like this for Dooidy. It's tough to keep everything safe, right? He did get ballistics, which is great for the castle. And for the fortified churches. And he's converting... The monk micro is not the greatest. If that was a clown, would have gotten all of the Castilier here. He did get one of them. He's going to get another one. Manaspa are coming out too.
Of the day, which was divaricate, which means to stretch or spread apart. I immediately thought of someone who absolutely loves to divaricate there. Well, you know who and what.
Thank you, Apex. Divaricate. Okay. Thank you, Apex. It's over. GG. All right, TJ is calling it. TJ is calling it. He says it's over. We don't know who it's over for, but Dooidy is about to get to him. Fire is 86 villagers. It's all over on this side of the map, too. But he's got 2 castles forward. Dooidy looking for another castle placement. If he could get a castle here, that could be disgusting, to be honest. But I think that's really risky. Block printing, Theocracy, 1 Treb coming out as well from him. Very exposed over here. He needs to get the conversions, but he's not paying attention to his monks. He's just kind of losing focus a little bit here. This monk is being healed, though. This Castilier is going to get converted. That one's probably going to get converted as well. He's got others targeted for conversions. He's gotten 2. Clears up the other one. Treb is unpacking. Manaspa are coming over now, looking for raids. This is going to get difficult for Fire. Look at the base setup. Where's his wood? Right? He has to stretch way far out for wood. Dooidy can't see that castle. He's going to be clearing up these villagers. Fire is forever away from Imperial Age in terms of food count. And he will likely lose both of these castles if Dooidy just keeps monks nearby. He's got 4 monks here. The Castilier are coming in for the snipe. They're coming in for the snipe. They're coming in for the snipe. Does he notice this? He's targeting them for conversions. House wall over here, potentially. Units are getting converted, but the Trebs are still alive. How are the Trebs still alive? How are the Trebs still alive? Fire came in to snipe the Trebs, and he didn't even get one, dude. He didn't even get one. What on earth? Fire. That's not good. That's not good for Fire at all. I'm assuming he was busy back here dealing with some raids or something. Dooidy's still at 75 villagers. Fire at 93. Trebs are going to push back this castle. Dooidy going for another TC in this area to take back control. Once again, I'd love to see him transport out to the islands. There's a lot of resources there, but I think just maybe focusing on the center could be good too. He's got enough stone. He's just waiting for the good spots to put the castles, right? Like, he's clearly got enough stone to castle the fuck up, but it's really, really tough in these areas. Like, you don't really want a castle here. You can't put it, like, on the side of a hill. You gotta be very specific with your castle locations, and he's clearly waiting until this thing goes down. The Manaspa and the converted Castilier coming in now. I guess it's just converted Castilier, trying to snipe the villagers. And Fire has 19 Castilier still on the map. Manaspa production should be good against them, but Dooidy needs more castles. Castle here could be good. It locks down this whole area. It's still an issue, the Castilier coming in. We need more castles, if you're Dooidy. 129 population from Fire, 98 population from Dooidy. He is an imp, but he hasn't taken advantage of it past the trebuchets and the monk techs yet. Dooidy, please make more castles, bro. Please. I'm begging you. You have 1,900 stone. Make more. Make them more often. Make them more frequently. Make them in more places. Thank you. I don't know who's building that. Castilier attacking the TC. So they just swing their little lances around and around and around. Final armor upgrade coming in for the Manaspa. Eco for Dooidy, still kind of lacking a little bit. When will they come trade with me? What should I charge? Okay, Dooidy, we need to listen. He got himself in a really good position, but now Fire has 102 villagers, and he's got full control over his side, and Dooidy still has 1,300 stone. And he's still reacting to everything. Fire is scaled ahead now on Res Collected. But the Trebs ranging the TC on the top. Manaspa in production. Final armor upgrade is in. Demo is here, though. Demo is here, and the monks are not within demo range, but they are within range of these Castilier. Devotion is in also for Fire, so a couple Castilier get converted. Not certain this is an insane fight for Fire, though, because the Manaspa are here now. And Manaspa will do well against uncharged up Castilier unless they get hit by a big demo shot and lose half of their HP. Third castle completed from Dooidy. Still has enough stone for another one. Castilier still at the back, though, from Fire. And Fire's food eco is much better than Dooidy's. Ballistics, I feel like Ballistics early helped out Dooidy so much. Even though he wasn't making range units, he had the fortified churches, he had the TCs, he had the castle. I think that has kept Fire at bay for a very, very long time here. Alright. Fire thinking about Imperial Age. 160 pop versus 120. We have a moment of relaxation, a little bit here for Dooidy. Burgundian Vineyards now on the way for Fire. For all these farms. Still no handcart for him. Which could be very useful. And still no heavy plow for him either. Which also could be very useful with Burgundian Vineyards in. $38 on food. So Dooidy has gotten his food eco sorted, and he's got a really solid massive Manaspa now. I think Fire should be definitely thinking imp here. Demos are coming out from him. Still trying to snipe the Trebs as his castle is being fired upon, but it looks like he's going to get those perfectly fine. He is losing mass on the Castilier, though. And another demo comes out. Nice hit. Lots of villagers exposed here under the castle, though, for fire. Once the Castilier go down, it's a feast for Dooidy. He's going to try and even out that KD a little bit. Lots of villagers going down here for fire. I know the castle is getting good damage against the Manaspa, but that's a lot of villager bodies, and the Manaspa are in. And those watchtowers aren't as effective anymore for fire. There are a lot of villagers exposed over here. How much wood is actually left on this map? It's 170k. Okay, so there's still quite a bit. But not a lot near their starting bases, that's for sure. Eco KD is now in Dooidy's favor, and Elite Manaspa is in, and oh boy, fire is down to 89 villagers, guys. He was just at like 110. That was so many villagers, and Dooidy going for a Giga Castle down the hill of Fire's castle. He's going to kill more villagers. He's killing the Castilier under the TC. Fire is at 88 villagers here, and he's losing more. And Dooidy is just making more and more Manaspa, I suppose. He won the fight! Oh my god. Yeah, this is not good for Fire, and Fire taps out, man. What a game. Holy cow. I thought Fire had that when he had the Flemish Militia and the Scorpion. But I think he just... Fire delayed clicking up to Castle Age for so long. And then he delayed clicking up to Imp for a very long time, too. That was sick, dude. We love Cleveland. Big Cleveland fans here. Huge. I think LeBron should go back again. I think he should bring Bronny, too. What a dynasty they would create.
Your mom groped me 2 Halloweens ago. Shut the fuck up or I'll take it to Twitter.
J-Dog,
Wait,
thank you for
this
the
isn't
11
glitch.
months.
I'm lost. This is so random. You might even say it's HyperRandom.
Yeah, you might say that. 1-1. Guys, how long until LeBron starts doing Depends commercials? Thoughts? I think he could make a lot of money. Next year? He and Paul Pierce could team up for that commercial, maybe. I'm laughing at this tourney rules. Tourney rules are great, man. HyperRandom, random civs, you each get a re. Everything else, fuck it. Did you hear that Sophie Rain has a higher yearly income than LeBron? No, but it doesn't surprise me. What was the mistake of Fire in the last game? Probably like one of the biggest ones was losing his Navy for free. Was probably not good. Going Castilier probably wasn't great either. Probably should have played Monk's Navy as well. With just the defensive castle, but I don't know. I don't know. That was a weird map, right? It's tough to know. Big Bazo, thank you for the gifted sub to TJ. Maybe LeBron is Sophie Rain's biggest supporter. You never know. Maybe he's feeding her the money. So it's all a circle, right? All right, so the next game is coming up. It's going to be Dooidy with Koreans and Fire with Tatars. I would rather have, well, there's arguments for both civs, right? Koreans are much better in the late game. Depends how the map looks. They're better on water as well. But Tatars on HyperRandom with the variable food can be really solid with the herdable bonus. And also with the hill bonus. Imagine Tatars on that last map. There were hills everywhere. Tatars are better on water if they have the hill. Yeah, there can be water hills as well. True. Standing waves, you know? Do, 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 do. Here we go. And it's Nomad, which should benefit the Koreans quite a bit. Nomad start. Dooidy, really good vision on his villagers, and he's going to find a good TC spot over there. Fire. I mean, these Nomad starts with the hills, you just got to TC the first woodline you see that has flat area. This is an amazing corner. Oh my God. This is an insane corner. Look at the terrain. Sorry, now we have to check all the corners. That's a pretty good corner too. That's all right. This is a scouter tower that you can find. That's also a great corner. That'll just give you vision, basically. Doesn't attack or anything like that. And Fire has found the water. Has Dooidy seen the water? Dooidy has not seen the water, so advantage Fire already. So many boars up here as well. Oh my goodness. 9 boars on this area. Fire's pretty close to that. Dooidy has not seen the water at all. There's another tower over here. Dave Jita, what does the scouter say? It's over 9,000! It's really hard to find that scene, though, because that was only in one specific dub, right? It wasn't in the other dubs. All right, let's take a look at the golds. Decent amount. How much food does Dooidy have available to him? There's a boar over here with 389. That's not so bad. He's going to bring that guy back. Fire. Well, he's taking the fish. He's trying to get a fishing ship as well, but the food situation starting off for him is a little rough. Fire actually might re this map. He might. He's got until 4 minutes. The first one was an admin re because his demo was trapped. And we'll see what he does. He's not going to re it. How much is on this hair? How much, like, overall food is available here? Feels like there's a lot, right? In this pond area. 6,000. Pretty good. Pretty good. Dooidy still doesn't know about the water. He's got great exploration over here. As far as he knows, it's a land map. Don't forget the horses. Yeah, this one has 169. Oh, there's horses up here too. How much is on that? 169 as well. Okay. Fire bringing back a bunch of herdables. Dooidy could see that. He's looking for more boars. He could see them walking over here, so that should tell him that there's something on that side. He's also coming forward here. Does he see the shoreline? Kind of. And he'll see the boar coming back from this area too. In his fog of war. Yeah. So he knows where fire is. House. Boar coming back. Is it too late now to go for the water, though, even if you do find it? He's over here with the mill. Can't afford a dock even if he wanted one. Dooidy's going to have to do this as a land map. Now, this could benefit him because Fire will be investing more resources into the water, right? And Fire doesn't really know where Dooidy is at the moment. But Fire is definitely going to have the better eco overall. Oh, he does know where Dooidy is. Okay. I saw the TC early. Dude, there's so many freaking boars up here. And now he's got a shit ton of herdables as well. With Tatars. Ooh, good start for Fire. Not such a good start here for Dooidy. It's funny that the scouting of the water was done by Fire because Dooidy has, I mean, Dooidy has better like sight on his villagers, right? With Koreans, he's got double the line of sight. Horse goes down. Still looking. Damn. This is going to be pretty one-sided in terms of res collected. Pretty one-sided when you can't see the pond. Was Fire's re an admin re? Yeah. Because he had a demo trapped. Dooidy's going to try and click up here. He will probably have enough food from this horse. That horse looks so sad, dead. It's just sleeping. And from the goats as well, and he's going to be up. Is it true that your favorite place in Canada is Penn Island? So that would be abbreviated. That would be penis. Sure, chemical. Or it would be penile as well. Two docks. So much fish, and the other player still has no idea. And you can't even tell by the score either, because Dooidy has fantastic scouting, so it's boosted his score. So, like, he can't even tell that something weird and wacky is going on here for Fire. Now, Fire has scouted the shorelines. He could maybe assume that Dooidy has a dock up here because of Dooidy's score being so high. But he hasn't seen any fishing ships or anything. He still hasn't gone for a barracks or anything like that. He's found the tower now, which gives insane vision, but doesn't attack and can be taken over by Dooidy again. And yeah, Fire might be in trouble here, folks, because he still hasn't even gone for a barracks. Like, kind of looks like he's going to try fast castle with the defensive tower or something. Is it GG now because of the fish? We'll see. I mean, Dooidy will have the land pressure, right? It might get a little bit difficult for Fire. He'll have the food income from the fish, but if he doesn't have anything here to protect, could be a big problem. He'll now see the spearman coming in from Dooidy. So he knows Dooidy is going for some land pressure. Dooidy is going to see the market, so he knows Fire is going for fast castle. And he can see the shoreline up here. But he's not bothering to go investigate. And he will come in here with the spearman. He actually might find that tower. If he finds the tower, he'll get vision on the dock. Come on, Dooidy. Run away. Find the tower. Fire's still chasing. Tower coming up from Dooidy in a pretty good position. Fire did not sell his stone, though. So that's nice. Did Dooidy find the dock? He didn't. He's maybe going to find it now, though. The archer is coming across. He'll be distracted by those villagers. More villagers coming forward with an archer here from Dooidy. Fletching is in. The armor is in for the archer as well. And Fire needs to retreat. And Dooidy's going to get a villager kill. He might even get 2. He might get 3. Nice trap from Dooidy there. Okay, so we got some value here. That's villager kill number 2. Fire still hasn't added a counter tower here. And villager kill number 3 for Dooidy. Good value there. He's found the fish now. He's seen the fish, and he's like, oh, God, why didn't I check that out earlier? He saw the shoreline a very long time ago, but it was only a piece of it. So now it's confirmed the fish are there, as Fire is really struggling for wood. He has to go all the way back over here for wood. Dooidy will come forward and likely tower this wood line too. Fire needs to go for a galley here to try and stop this. Dooidy could also send these villagers forward and make a dock to contest that. He's pressuring in this way, loses an archer, but takes 2 of the goats. And the archers are coming back across here to shut down the wood eco. If Fire doesn't have wood, he can't really do anything. Where's Dooidy going? No, send the archers here, bro. He's going to try and dock this area. Send the archers here. Dude. Villagers are through. They can make another tower here and shut down the gold from Fire. And this is exactly the risk that Fire took going for fast castle. Dooidy, be careful. He has nothing. He has no res to afford anything, really, in Castle Age. Right? He has to use the market. He has to sell the food from the fishing ships to buy wood to make anything. And a fire galley is coming out from Dooidy, and Fire doesn't really have the wood to make fires himself. Villager now fighting against the archer. It does have the archer armor for free, though, from Koreans, and that's going to be a dead vill. Maybe. Dooidy trying to hunt that down still. Another tower here from Dooidy. It looks like he wants one. That's going to be a dead vill for sure. No? Maybe? Yes? No? No. Tower here from Dooidy. Hell yeah, dude. 24 vills for Fire. 33 vills for Dooidy. And Fire had the water, but Fire is going for a castle now. Dooidy can't do anything about that. He's just got to keep doing damage back here. That was the response from Fire, to go for the castle. And now Fire's got to get back on gold, so we can actually afford some Keshiks here. Nice job from Dooidy. Takes out the first galley. He's going to be ranging the villager that's repairing this one too. And he should be able to take out this galley. He's going to lose some archers in the process, though. Another fire galley is on the way. And this fire galley goes down. He can hunt down the fish now. Goodbye food eco soon for Fire. However, Keshiks are very strong in this situation. And Dooidy needs to start walling up. He's really struggling for food income. So getting to Castle Age is going to be an issue. He'll go for a market. He could buy the food, maybe. Potentially. And he didn't wall in this tower. Ugh. Frustrating, right? I guess Fire had houses on this side, so he could batter it down anyway. Nice demo there from Fire, and he sends the Keshiks over. And that's some gold income, I guess. A little trickle of gold from killing the fires. Tower going up from Dooidy. He walled off everything but the front side here, so these 3 villagers can attack it. And Dooidy buys 300 food, but now he's out of gold. Res collected ahead for Dooidy, despite the fish being here from Fire for the entirety of the game so far. You're giving him gold, Dooidy. Fire's still only 4 on wood. The castle was a great touch. He went to the stone early. That was basically the only thing he could do because he had no wood. The castle was really, really solid. And the Keshiks are trying to come in here. Good quick walls from Dooidy. Is there a hole anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Maybe on the side over here. Fire can't get in. Fire can't. It looked like there was for a second there. But Fire can't get in. 4 Keshiks. He's going to find some villager kills over on the gold. Dooidy is in the market. He's desperately trying to get up to Castle. He's going to lose another villager. Might lose more. This wall is actively working against him. And he'll wall off this area. That villager goes down. Dooidy. Still trying to get up to cat. There we go. Look at what he had to do to the market to get there. Wasn't pretty, that's for sure. It was Dooidy. Fire. Losing fishing ships still. Res collected still ahead for Dooidy, but barely. And Fire, this is his moment now to do some damage. He's almost got enough stone for another castle. He's sending the villagers forward. He probably wants a castle. Is he going to put it here or is he going to put it here? This one would take out the TC. This one would neutralize the wood and the stone eco. And you might be able to sneak it right on that hill. I think he's going over here. Yeah, he's going over here. Damn. Damn. That sucks for Dooidy. That's for sure. And the castle's going up on the wood and the stone. Oh, baby. Dooidy needs to run. 26 seconds away from Feudal or from Castle Age still. He's not noticing this. He's going to lose Vills. Great recovery from Fire. Fire's going to take this game most likely. Dooidy got some really good damage early, but he was just too late to get to the Castle Age. To get monks or to get guard towers or anything like that to stop the Keshiks. And the Keshiks are just running amok. The villager kills are going to come in here for Fire. He is now ahead on villager count. He can add a second TC once he gets his wood eco sorted. And that's what the forward villagers are for, I suppose. Dooidy can go for a castle himself. And if Fire is just still hard committing into Keshiks or whatever and not adding eco, maybe there's a chance for Dooidy to come back, but... It looks like he's just going to keep losing Vills. Yeah. Where's he taking stone? Where's Dooidy even taking stone? Over here. Ah. And he'll go for a tower. It is 13 Keshiks here for Fire. That's quite a few. Wood upgrade, farm upgrade coming in for Fire. So he's upgrading his eco a little bit. Dooidy's still ahead on res collected overall. He might be able to add in fish once he takes out the dock. I don't know if he's seen the other dock from Fire. He hasn't. And an outpost here from Fire. And a tower to shut down the farms. Dooidy? Does he buy stone for a castle? No, he just goes for a counter tower. Still plays on. Still plays on as the second TC is finally coming in from Fire. How many relics are on this map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5, I think. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad timing for Dooidy. Hopefully he notices this and walls up. He's going for walls. Good quick walls there. And Fire knows about the second TC over on this side. He knows all about the eco expansion here. Eco expansion in quotation marks. Archer's still at the back here from Dooidy. He gets a kill. I don't know where these came from. But he's got the tower now. And he gets 2 kills with the archers. Big value. 43 vills for Fire. 40 villagers for Dooidy with another tower coming up here. And the Keshiks are being pulled into the TC. Vodkan Arrow did come in for Dooidy. Is it helping that much, though? It's not really helping over here, is it? The Keshiks are just straight up taking out that TC. Oh, my goodness. Maybe if he can repair this. He's trying to get himself a position so he can repair it. Not really happening, though. And now Fire's distracting the TC Fire. This is important. Can Dooidy save this TC? The Keshiks are getting pretty weak. It looks like he might be able to. Fire's got all the weak ones back here. Looks like he might be able to. He's holding. $50 villagers versus 46. Res collected is now ahead for Fire. Dooidy has found the fishing ships over here, and he's added a fish of his own. He's out of berries back here. That was a big part of his food eco. Now he's trying to go for some conversions. Will he get this in time? He does. And he's going to chase that Keshik away, and Dooidy kept the TC alive, guys. He kept the TC alive somehow. I thought the Keshiks were going to take that out, but they didn't. He's still gaming. He's got wheelbarrow. Fire's got the second wood upgrade, so they're slowly setting up their ecos here. I like Fire's food eco a lot better, though. And Fire almost has enough stone for another castle, too. But he has been kind of tossing away a few Keshiks here, looking for villager kills. Just hard committing for those. Keshiks now taking out the fishing ships. That's very nice. So they're both kind of keeping track up here. And making sure neither player goes for a big fish boom on that side. Dooidy has enough for a castle. Fire has enough for a castle. Dooidy can't go for a castle here against the Keshiks. He just can't, right? He would need to send 30 villagers, and he's going to lose half of them. He goes for another TC at the back. Okay. Tower is going up for him. Castle in the center here for Fire. 22 on food for Fire, so food eco is looking really solid. He still hasn't taken back this tower, so Dooidy has a really good idea of what Fire's eco looks like at the back here. There's the barracks for Fire. Dooidy can't range that. I don't know why Garrison there. He can't he can't do that. He was really trying though. He's stretching for it for sure. And only 6 on food for him. 25 on food for Fire. The resource is looking solid. Needs to wall up a little bit more around this tower, bro. He's not paying attention. Monks are trying to get the conversions. Fire will just commit for that. And why not? You give up a couple units, whatever. You take out all the monks. You deny that tower as well. Should be fine for you. Treadmill Crane from Dooidy. Does my man want to go for like the ballsiest castle drop of all time or something? He just wants towers everywhere, I suppose. Holy cow. Treadmill Crane? For faster building? Okay. Ballistics could be... Oh, he already has ballistics. Wow. Okay, so he just wants to set up towers everywhere. He wants towers all over the place. This is so aggressive. Castle. Walls. Walls. Another castle. Treadmill Crane is in for one player. It's not in for the other. This castle is going to build faster than Fire would suspect, but Fire's got pressure over here with the Keshiks. And Dooidy is getting some of his villagers converted, and now some of those converted villas are attacking the other villagers. It's 65%. It's 62% on this castle. I don't know about this. I think Dooidy's might go up, but he's going to lose all but one villager maybe. 85, 86, 87, 89, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. I can count 98, 99. Up. Treadmill Crane mattered, guys. Treadmill Crane actually mattered there. Damn. It got a lot cheaper recently. I know that. Still kind of what the fuck moment. But we can see the vision because it actually mattered. Petard's coming in, and Murder Holes is on the way for Dooidy. His first war wagon got converted, which is very unfortunate. He goes for another tower over here. Even with Treadmill Crane, that's probably not going up against the war wagon, but the castle is firing away, so it actually might. So, Murder Holes will help against the Petard rush coming in from Fire. And more Keshiks are going down. Can Dooidy do this? He feels so far behind at the moment, but like he's making it difficult for Fire, and Fire loses a petard here on the way in towards the castle. He deletes the barracks, so it's pretty obvious what he wants to go for. Villager can't complete this tower because of the converted war wagon. There's still this castle at the back, which is very annoying. Dooidy has so much gold. He's going for cav archers. Right. From where? Here. And the castle is coming in from Fire. Is that really the castle you want, Fire? What is this? What is this, dude? You're up against Koreans. The cav archers are coming out. He does have ballistics. He does have bodkin. It's just like, how quickly does Dooidy actually notice this? He still hasn't seen it. He hasn't looked at this side of his base. Why would he? Nothing's going on there. He hasn't seen this either. Fire is taking advantage of the fact that Dooidy is not paying attention. Where is he looking? We don't know. He's not looking there. He's just looked here. Dooidy is now buying food. He's abandoning this position. It would have been so easy to stop that, but Imperial Age is coming in on the TC with 768 HP. That's the TC that barely survived earlier. And Imp will upgrade his towers to keeps, I guess. Cav archers are in here. He could deny this TC if he pots those out right now. No ballistics for Fire for all these castles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 castles. What a great set. It should be Fire's game. It should have been Fire's game for a very long time. But Dooidy refuses to give up. And Fire looping around this way. 46 on food for Fire. TJ's called it, chat. True. Dooidy will go for a castle here. He lost his other castle. So, I guess while all that was going on, he was paying attention to the castle. The petard rush that we didn't see because we were paying attention to this and this. So good job from Fire, realizing his opponent was going to be super distracted. Where did the cav archers go? Cav archers come in here. They're going to get some villager kills. Fire notices. No thumb ring for the cav archers. They do have ballistics, but they're going to miss some of the shots that they just take straight away against the non-moving units. And Fire trying to fight that off with villagers, realizing that Koreans get the +2 armor for free. That was funny. That was an instance where if he had thumb ring, he wouldn't have killed that villa. But he killed it because he didn't have thumb ring. Imp comes in for Dooidy. Another castle and some trebs on the way in. What's going on back here? Keshik's killing again. Fire has done such a good job with that. With the raids. Galley over here. It's going to deny another TC from Fire. That's TC number 6. And the Keshik's not there in time. Another castle from Dooidy. Needs to start working away on these quickly, though. Because Imp is on the way for Fire. That TC gets denied. So stupid, dude. So messy. What a game. I thought this was over 50 times already. I still think it's over. I still think Fire just has a much better eco. And he's going to overwhelm Dooidy. But, like, damn, dude. My man keeps cooking. Galley has been taken out. Another TC will be completed here for Fire. That castle's going to go down. Dooidy does not really have the wood he needs to afford the trebs. But he's got 3 trebs working away on this castle. 1 trebuchet comes out there from fire. So fire is down to 3 castles now. He's teching into skirm. And he's still over on this side with the Keshiks, but the Keshiks are being converted. A lot of these Keshiks are being converted. And he's making a tech switch now. So there's actually an opportunity here for Dooidy to loop over this way and clear these castles, which he should probably do. He's going to push forward on this side, I suppose, with a castle of his own. So he's going to keep pushing into the heart of Fire's base and ignores these. Maybe that's the correct decision. Also, some extra towers might be nice. The archer ranges are set up forward, so Dooidy knows what's coming. Treadmill crane, once again, big here. Murder holes is already in for the castles as well. It's basically got all the techs for the castles. In terms of attack values, anyway. And he saves the treb, maybe? Oh, he saves the treb, Dooidy! He saved it! He's going after the trebs from fire. He's making a siege workshop here. He has chemistry, so he can add bombard cannons. The raids aren't really happening anymore. There's 1 Keshik over here. Fire's got 122 vills. Trying to save this trebuchet. Dooidy still trying to snipe these. Doesn't have wood. The wood eco is not a good eco. But the converted Keshiks are coming in. Fire still has 37 on food, but he's housed at 150 population. And another tower comes up here from Dooidy as the trebs continue to push forward. Still no bombard cannons. Fire trying to protect this treb. Can he save it? Can he save it? He's preparing now. Will the shots land for Dooidy? Looks like Fire is going to lose the treb. He loses the treb. Still 4 alive for Dooidy. Dooidy trying to go for defensive towers on this side. Light cav are now raiding from Fire. Fire is queuing up more light cav. If Dooidy gets towers set up everywhere, he might be able to do it, dude. What a game! What are these last couple games here? Dooidy still with stone. Bombard cannon is out now to potentially range the trebs and maybe take care of the skirmishers as well. Fire is coming in here. There's no castle anymore from Dooidy. So Dooidy will need to back up with these trebs. There's nothing to protect them any longer. And he's packing them up and he's going home. Nice job from Fire. He's going to get this treb, I think. Yep. 2 trebs alive for Dooidy. Wood eco still not fantastic. Goes out to gold again. Oh my goodness. Fire's at 174 pop. He's almost 100 pop ahead.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging
The
out
push
with
is
ya.
dead.
So you lucky bird.
What is dead may never die. And Dooidy has been dead for 30 minutes. Is Oopseong in for Dooidy? No. The extra range is not in. Castle over here potentially being cleared. Fire taking out this castle. Dooidy needs to repair. He does have masonry. He's got a rocket cart now working away on the skirms. Wasn't able to clear him up though. Now he's forced to wall up over here in the Hussar raiding, and this should be the beginning of the end for Dooidy. Nice job from Fire. This game got crazy. Fire managed it well. They both lose a castle, but at this point, Fire doesn't care about that castle at all. $136 villagers. Dooidy still has 92 somehow. But he's going to have a whole lot less when these Hussar come in here and seriously start raiding. Trebs are just missing every shot. There we go. That's a hit. And missed that one. And missed that one. Ooh, big raids. Big raids. Oopsion coming in. GG. Fire takes that. A great set here. In a best of 3. Way closer than I think many people would have expected it to be. Fantastic play from Fire. Great fight from Dooidy on those last 2 games. And the first game. I mean, he stayed in the first game way longer than he probably should have. So close, man. It felt like it was over for the entirety of that game, but he kept finding a way to make it seem somewhat competitive.